Welcome back to the Wastelands, builders. We have plenty of suffering and misery, so help yourself. We're picking up right where we left off last time. We found a city spot that we thought was acceptable enough. We did found on turn 1. We've been fighting kind of a slow war here, and after getting our hero out, we were able to finally start making some gains and pushing the enemy back. We are continuing that push here. My plan is I want to clear all the way to the corner, since this is the corner closest to us, and ideally kind of up, so that I know that nothing's going to come out of here later on and start uncapping my various points once things have really kicked off. And for example, if my army's over here, this is like 5 or 6 turns of running to get all the way back down here. I don't want to do that, so it's kind of important that we kind of clean up our mess behind us, as it were. We are working on our city resources. Right now we have a power plant queued up, which will take us above +0. We are building some extra hab because we are overusing our population currently. And it looks like we're actually low on food also. So we're going to fill this up. We're going to fill that up. I'm still kind of holding out hopes that maybe I can squeeze another lab in here. As you can see, population rapidly becomes your biggest holdback. Yeah, we're going to need food though. So I do have some spots that add extra food, and we have techs, which we can grab to increase food on coasts. So I'm probably going to build it right here. We go back and look. Plus 1.5 food on coast. We also have this one, the Amagara Exploration, plus 1.5 mineral on cliff. So I would use this one to do my farm because it does not have the cliff tag, whereas this one does have cliffs, so we could use minerals here. Another thing I'm noticing is I need that next ring. We could integrate this into our city, which would give us that extra research. It would also lock it down so things can't come over here and uncap it. In addition, that opens up a bunch more coast for those bonuses we were just discussing. So I am going to let this do the power plant, even though we're going to be quite over our population. We're taking some penalties, but we need that. We need to get some energy built up. And then we will grab another hex here after doing the hab. Hab will give us more room to grow, but mainly it's just I'm going to need it sooner or later, and it does not need a population to run. So we're just going to get that up and running now while we can. We are also building a Malachim Destroyer. That's a new unit we don't have any of. Biomech Hover Infantry with powerful overheating weapons. So we'll check that out when it comes out. One comment I did get on the previous one, people were talking about the Commander as being a really good combo in with the Esham Enforcers, and I totally agree. The Commando has a ability we can unlock that will give us extra accuracy, and that'll combo in really nicely with our tactical visor. In addition, he also has take cover, so a nice little defensive thing we can pop. So we may try to grab that here in the near future. Right now we're getting accelerated gestation. That is faster pop growth. As mentioned, we've kind of hit that limit, so definitely would like to do that. I may also grab Final Bastion here. The extra 6 loyalty saves me a building. Essentially, I don't need another Hollow Theater. That'll keep us going for a hot minute. Okay, I think we took this turn, essentially, before I saved. Everyone has already moved. You have a shot, but nothing in range. Did old Oblivion here get used? Yes, it did. Okay, let's see what the return fire is like. I mentioned this at the end of last video, but just to get it out here early on in this one, if you have any thoughts or your own tips, please post them. I'm always open to feedback. My motto is 1% better every time, and getting tips from people is definitely a way to do that. So happy to share that out. Accelerated gestation. The midwife's harsh words made me doubt the decision we made. Pregnancy is already body horror, she coldly told us. Mothers see their appendages swell, ligaments and teeth will loosen, rashes will consume the skin, and you want to speed that process up? Telling her it was a mere 17% increase did nothing to change her mood. So there you go. I think I'm going to grab balanced progress before we backtrack to that commander, just because that will give us a little bit of a speed up there. From our current tech, I really like these Anarian stalkers. They're kind of like a sniper unit, so I'm quite interested in that. But I'm not seeing anything that's going to help us in the moment, so I think I will grab a trait for power plant, plus 1.5 energy in Arctic and swamp. You know what? I'm actually going to grab that first, because our power is in the Arctic, so that'll just give us some extra freebie power. Okay, what can we all do here? Okay, we can't finish off either of them with normal, nor our special ability.
You said something.
I'm gonna have you, can you spot for me?
You said something.
I'm trying to find a way I can get her around so that I can get this guy up to shoot and somebody next to him for an accuracy buff. I could shoot from here. Yeah. So we'll take the wounded one and we'll back up. That puts them next to each other so that we get our visor. This guy's the better one to shoot at because he does not have the forest cover. This buff right here is giving them cover damage reduction for non-large, non-flying units. So this guy's the easier shot, whereas my melee one will be able to damage this better. So let's go ahead and hit this guy. Nice, we can finish this off with the second one. That may also give us a morale debuff here, which will make us do more damage. Did not get the debuff. Okay, that's fine. We will have this one. Ooh, leveled up. Beautiful. Here, take the shot, and now we can finish it off.
I promise.
It doesn't, to my knowledge, matter who finishes it off. It just, there's like an AoE for the XP. So as you can see here, everyone, even this one who didn't shoot that, got the XP. Nice, and our brand new one's already level 2. Very handy there. Okay, as mentioned, my plan is to come down here and we'll just come back up this way and just make sure that there's nothing sneaky down there. It feels like it's inevitable. If you leave one guy alive, later in the game, he's going to come out here and uncap everything we own. So we're going to not have that happen to us by just making sure we take care of it. I also didn't fire with Oblivion, so another way we could have gotten some more damage down here.
You said something.
Biomass generator. The most extreme climates on planet Earth were packed with extremophile life forms that survived in impossible conditions. Our techs found that some life deep in the most toxic swamps and buried under the Arctic ice could be used to fuel exponential energy production, like pulling up fossil fuels from the Earth, except the creatures haven't yet been fossilized. Right, then we're going to grab that fishery wing, I think, because we're already here. Hey, you know what? We don't have that farm, and we won't for a couple turns. Let's just grab this quick. Plus 25% flat resources from outposts. It gives me bonuses sooner. So we're going to build the hab, then we need to build the hex, then we have to build the farm. So yeah, we'll have plenty of time to get that.
I'm here.
Okay, is anyone greatly wounded? You're okay, you're okay. You could use a hot second. I'm just going to have you park here and heal, rather than use my cooldown in case that becomes relevant. Here. A Dream Eater. Okay, that's a little bit of a big boy. Let's set ourselves up. We'll just get in position here. Ooh, I did not want to bump into somebody. Pitch up here. I don't think this is going to do it, but just for checks, no. Alright, take the attack because they're going to attack me anyways. And these are going to hit so weakly. I'm going to see if I can avoid triggering this one for now. We'll just wait a minute. Nope, nope. And we do have our cannon. I should have made that shot first here. Not bad though. And we're building the hab block, and we can go next turn. Oh, there's multiples. Okay, these boyos are super dangerous. They have Dream Prison. Changes control to neutral, aka they will mind control your unit. Now, in order to do that,
Something.
I believe... Oh, hold on. Perfect logistics. Minnie shrugged off the emulated mind's mastery of logistics as a side effect of her cybernetic condition. I don't think that was true. She had such a human touch at moving supply lines and ingesting resources. There was an understanding of human limits. In her old life, before the war, I think this was part of her job. We will grab that fishery. I believe they need to get your morale. I'm not sure if it's down to shaken or if it's down to broken, but I do think that they need to get you somewhat low. Doesn't say that here. I might be wrong on that, but either way, it's not good to have low morale.
You said something.
You also took a pretty nasty hit here, so I'm gonna have you pull back.
Home today.
We are quite shaken.
I'm here.
We'll have this one come up and tank the next hit. I think we are going to take the shots. Okay, all Oblivion, if you don't mind. Let's do this properly this time. And that will allow her to finish off. I'm going to move up first. Oh, not what I wanted to see.
Never see me coming.
I want to get closer so that I could get over here next turn, but we'll probably have to fight this guy.
You said something.
Alright, we can reach with this one. There's another full power shot. And we wouldn't be able to shoot anyway, so I'm just going to continue healing here. Oh, I was going to mention this. We have one of these up north also. These flesh trees are really nice. They generate meat harvest every 10 turns, which gives us plus 15 accumulated growth on allied cities. These are going to be super duper important for everyone, but especially for emulated mind, because we only have one city. We are greatly going to feel the limitation of growth. So anything we can do to give us some extra growth. I was kind of wondering, do we have like an emulated mind specific tech that is going to give us extra growth? Because that feels kind of bad that we don't. We don't. At least not anytime soon. Youch. That hurts a bit. That hurts a lot. Okay, well. Yeah, we definitely want these then as extremely high priority to get flesh trees. I see you running. Yeah, you can really see how the AI tries to protect weakened units and keep them alive.
I'm here.
Fishery wing. Some techs who deserved a hell of a pay bump developed a chemical solution that would clean up fertilizer from the water. That made the area around our greenhouses some of the most unpolluted places on the surface. Schools of fish would gather in these spots, eager for fresh conditions, and give us some desperately needed food supplies to keep our people fed. Cool. Alright. Back here, we are going to finally build that food. We do need food to feed our population. So that's where some of that is going. If we mouse over here. -2 from units at the moment and -7 from population. So 1 per pop. There is a tech we could have that and change it to minerals, but right now it's either or. We basically don't have any of either. We will probably also need to get a mine up. We don't have a ton incoming, so I will go ahead and grab another one. We're going to start having problems here with influence. We need to unlock the influence building too. So much stuff to do. Alright, move up, buddy. Oblivion. Can you finish this off by chance? No.
Counting down the key.
Could you finish that off? You could. Alright, I'm going to have her actually run over here to try to finish this guy off.
I could go for a walk.
Okay, good. We didn't bump into anybody. Alright, I want you to finish that. I'm fishing for a level. She did not level. Alright, we could just straight up kill that, but if I kill it with this, it will give us -1 morale to enemy units in the area if targets die. So I'm going to lower his morale by killing this one with it. And we're going to try to get this down to shaken so we deal more damage, essentially.
Just go down nice.
We did level up there. I do think I'm going to grab a level of evasion. Just good to have in case I need it. Alright, there's no reason for me to get closer. Now, we're going to have a little bit of trouble here because he's in the ruins, which is going to give him range damage mitigation, but I do need to do damage, so we're just going to keep plugging away at it. All right. As mentioned, I'm going to grab that administration complex. Well, or am I? I'm just wondering if there's anything else that we could make use of sooner. You know, getting that commander out sounds kind of good. I'm going to grab balanced progress first. Then we'll get the commander, then we'll get that tech. Because I'm still building other things at the moment, so. Boy, they just keep, yeah, see, I mean, if we hadn't cleared this, who knows when they would have gotten triggered by something and come running out of there. Balanced progress. War is a gamble, right? Can't place your bets down on one strategy. Sometimes it's worth spending coin to spread out your odds. Help you turn on a dime if the plan goes south. Sure. Yeah, let's get that commander now. We get that little bit of bonus. And you move up. Take your shot. Alright, now I am below half HP, so I will go ahead and cauterize wounds. I think I'm going to back up so we're not taking extra shots while I'm doing that. Oh, no. Okay, that was a mistake. It auto-moved to my next unit right when I clicked to use the ability. So we used it on this guy who didn't really need it and wasted his turn. So one reason why you might want to turn that setting off to auto-move between units. Not the end of the world, but that does kind of suck.
You said something.
Take your shot there. She's going to end up doing most of the damage to him while he's sitting in these ruins, so keep plugging away at that. We also have Oblivion. Should have shot this first. Just got to remember on Emulated Mind to always do that before you start combat if you're in range. Okay, farm will be up next turn. Cool. Unfortunate that they have melee weapons in here. That gives them quite a bit of an advantage compared to our pure range. A scintilla of hope. Your people hope that they would return to the surface and find untended wilderness, not a world of monsters and the vile Zephon machines. Reports regularly come in of refugees who wandered too close to the Warden's territory and were slaughtered for their trespass. What is Zephon doing here? Ironically, it is the monsters who know something about the machines. Your comms team's surprised one day to hear a voice of an Akron leader, Akronite, broadcasting on an old AM radio frequency. He sounds like a preacher whose voice would have once haunted the airwaves of an empty countryside. In his sermons, he proclaims that his people want peace, to seek a new future. Without the voice, he says. To know it was the voice who hunted humans, who hunted Zephon, not my people. His preaching sometimes descends into rambling. He mumbles about mysterious factories belching fire and smoke into the night. He mourns his people slain by the wardens who guard them. To want peace, simple peace. Peace must light up the land like the sun rising over a glimmering ocean, the Arcanite intones. You listen to his sermons, keenly aware that if peace is a distant sunrise, there's still a long night ahead of you. Got our commander. We hope that the commanders were the best of us. They didn't skulk way behind front lines. They were out front, risking everything, talking to refugees, fighting horrors. Equipping them with exoskeletons improved their combat performance, but it also did a hell of a lot for morale. Cool. Alright, back to administration complex. Form function. It's another fragment of your shattered existence. The helpful underlings who rely on you come dripping with failure. They could not build a body capable of holding your greatness. Greatness only amid trying to hold on. You think you remember dismissing them, but try to hold the mind together is so complicated. If despair wins, you will become like it, like Zephon. There is one distraction. The little nets those humans, no, these survivors build for each other. You hide yourself in there. You speak to the survivors. You do not reveal your true nature because here, you can be human. It is a false nature. A message in your inbox. It's from Iron Feather, a collaborator, a correspondent, a mind most bright who now wishes to meet in person. You have no person to which to meet, but you still feel the pull, the tug. You could accept, but you can't ever leave the server farm. We could find our pen pal. Iron Feather often frequents the silent outposts. Loyal scouts could make contact, or we could cut off contact. No, let's make contact. I don't know where these storylines actually go. I have not actually done any except for the soldiers, and oh, dang it. And I didn't finish that. That is unfortunate. Series of unfortunate events here down south recently. He ran away somewhere back here, so we also got to be really careful about that. Let's get our Oblivion singing here. Sing me the song of Oblivion.
You said something.
Okay, you're still not able. Okay, mouse. Okay, so that is a cliff.
I could go for a walk.
There it is. Unfortunately, we're still on cooldown. I'm going to pop evasion, I think,
This
and then we'll attack.
I promise.
This boyo, we're really going to struggle. We don't have line of fire. Okay, the reason we don't have line of fire, if we look at the coordinates here, 39, 4, 4. The first one is X, the second one is Y, and the third one is Z, being height. So this is height 4. This is also height 4. Why can't I see? The ruins in the way. I believe ruins and force both have a height of 1. So 4, 5, 4. We can't see to shoot past that. So in order to have more things shoot, I need to either get into point blank where he's going to breathe on me, or I need him to come out of here. For now, I think I'm going to come over here and finish this guy off.
This is what I was made for.
This guy, have nowhere I can see to
You
shoot.
scavenge them for spare parts. I'm
And I
here.
have nowhere that I can see that guy. Could... Alright, just get closer. We'll have this guy swivel down. A little unfortunate there, but not much I can do about it. Okay, getting a commander is also nice because it's not going to use up any of my chips. And I also noticed just this turn, we're able to get this commander also. We'll keep the commander first. That makes it... Ooh, yeah, see, we're running out of influence here. And we're also out of minerals. Yeah. Let's not get him. Let's get the crypt one first, and we'll get him second. We're getting this hex, and then we're going to build a mine here to get some mineral income. And then after that, I think I will take this hex, and then we're going to have to put some influence here. Or I could put some here, either or. I might do this one first, because getting another hex means I have to pay influence for upkeep on it. Okay, he ran over this way. That's a little unfortunate. They are really beating up on her. That did make it a little easier for the rest of my guys to roll up on them. Administration complex. Ugh, this place. The center of organization for our city. Yes, I appreciate that it demonstrated competence, that it organized our society and economy, that it impressed our neighbors, but I just couldn't be near bureaucrats with their triplicate forms and rubber stamps and cardboard suits. Give me a frontline battle over Form SB2I. I feel you, man. I feel you. All right, getting the mining tech. Notice how much of this I've come back for. Now, part of this is just because I'm busy building. Like, I'm building as fast as I can. And so unlocking more buildings doesn't really help me. Okay, we got the Malcolm Destroyers out, our first set of them. Boy, doesn't that look like the XCOM unit? Do you remember these guys? It totally reminds me of them. All right, so they have plasma guns. They also have overheating. Overheating means we're going to do self-damage to ourselves. We do 4 damage, 4 armor piercing, times 6. That's interesting why it's times 6. So we must have 2 attacks each. Oh no, we have 2 guns each. I see. So if we lose a model, we're going to lose 2 attacks. And we have really bad accuracy. So there's a reason why we definitely would like to have that commander too. Assuming he can apply to this, which I don't see why he wouldn't. That'll really help. Also, look at this little jerk sneaking in here. Unless you can finish... No, we're out of range where we're fighting. Yeah, go ahead and help that. Now, because you're flying, right? Hovering. Can move over water unaffected by roads, rivers, and bleed. Okay, it doesn't say I can't get cover, so maybe we can sneak into here for some cover. For now, we will just take our shots. Not bad. Yeah, and see, there's our self-damage.
All what's left of me is
Alright, over here... I do have Assassinate back.
for the human race.
Can't see... Neither of these are going to be able to get into sight. You both can get into range. Somebody needs to come cap this sooner rather than later. Let's move you up here. We'll move you up here. I'm going to get Assassinate back on cooldown. Move up. Take my shot. Now, hopefully he keeps shooting her. What I don't want him to do is turn around and breathe on both of these. So I'm going to need to keep spreading out. She can rotate down one. I should have done that this turn, and we could have moved here. Alright, next we need a mine. So this is going to give us 5.3. I'm not sure if that includes what we're getting from the cliff. So 5.3 would be 11.5 minerals. We'll see what that does when it finishes. Yeah, getting our economy fixed up here. Definitely could use some more chips. These cyber units use chips for upkeep also. So it's unfortunate. I would have really liked it if our city could have been near one of these for the extra chip production, but you know, you can't waste turn after turn after turn looking. Also, apparently my quest is here, so maybe after we finish this guy off, he can zoom over there and grab that. What are you wanting? You want to know if I can build something? I don't have enough chips, so we'll just skip an intern. Nice, nice. Okay, excellent. Perfect outcome there. It seems like this is probably water. I did everything I could to avoid the cliffside dig sites. Passing through a canyon riddled with holes, I couldn't help but feel like something was calling to me from them. Something that wanted me to crawl deep into the plant's core and find a new kind of peace. Did the Agillan worms feel the same presence, or was this something else? Minus 5% mineral cost for infantry for each printer. We have one printer in town. We could build more. If you build more, we'll speed up our production. So that is a possibility. Network splitter. It wouldn't be bad to get that rolling, but again, it's another building that I don't have time to make at the moment. Could lower food. I don't really care about that. Get new items. We're out of influence, so we're not doing that. +2 influence on rivers. I don't think we're going to have... We have no rivers, right? Yeah, no rivers, so that's not going to be useful to us. Data hack. This is for our special ability, but we need to find an enemy city to use it, so that's not really helpful at the moment. Maybe it's time we grab that extra tile acquisition range. Getting engineers also wouldn't be too bad. I'd like to have an engineer out for mechanical healing and for clearing and for road building, like lots of utility there, even if we're not going to found new cities. All right, for this set, you move here. Attack.
I promise.
Got some energy from that pickup we just grabbed. All right, you take your shot. I think we are just going to have to pile in here as much as I don't like doing this. Better to kill him faster than to tickle him slowly, so we'll just get it done. And we're out of range for Oblivion. Okay, that guy ran away. Let's have him run over here and trigger this. Hopefully there's not a billion units that pop out of there. Search nearby outpost, so it could be either one, okay.
Ready for the human race.
You also can shoot. Alright, got that. Yeah, see, we're just short on minerals. I kind of want to do a second, but again, look how far over my population I am. That's not great to be there. Let's just chill a turn. We'll get the extra ring, and then we'll incorporate this, because this won't take up any population. I'll skip city, intern. How many people are you going to breathe on, buddy? Oh, if he shoots her, that's only going to be 2. All right. That wasn't too bad.
You said something.
I didn't like how quickly we expanded. Smaller cities are easier to defend, and even easier to evacuate when the chips were down. But the architects told me that growth was inevitable. Density breeds efficiency, they said. We can't waste any resources at a time like this. Let's grab Final Bastion quick. Just get that out of the way.
Down for the kill.
Oh, no. Wow, she would not finish that? I'm kind of surprised by that. Do we have anyone at full HP that could finish him? You wouldn't finish him. Okay, you two are pretty close to full. I'm going to try to finish him. Oh, you could. Do that. That way I can move and I can have people heal, etc. by taking less shots. Now I'm going to hopefully... Yes. I'm going to have her take this, because then I can tell her to sit here and rest. And because we are in... Not you. Outpost. Gives us extra damage reduction, but more importantly here, plus 50% healing rate for allied units. So that'll help her heal up faster since she doesn't have a self-heal. Also, I just realized we picked up some more items. Let's do a quick inventory and see what we got. So right now we're using a distorted lens, which gives morale damage to attacked enemies. We could have extra accuracy if we were not damaged. I kind of want to save that for a ranged one. We could apply blind. That'd be fine. Gauntlet of Ruin. Removes mines, bleed, ruins, and forest from a tile. Sure. We'll take that. And take that. And I'll hold on to that for a ranged hero.
You said something.
Alright, we're probably going to have a hot minute before we get into another full-scale engagement, so I'm going to move, and I'm going to be very careful so that I don't have it flipped to my next person. And I'm going to pop our Cauterized Wounds ability for anyone who's wounded. I kind of want you to peek just to make sure. Okay, I'm pretty confident that this is empty. I'm going to have you just stand still and heal, and you're already full, so start heading this way. This will probably trigger something, so this is probably my next stop. Okay, we searched 1 outpost. We have 2 more to go. Border City. Okay, let's put the crash site inside city bounds. That won't use up any population. We have 3 turns to catch up to where we're at, so we'll need more than that to actually have a spare pop. So we're kind of stuck with that. I may grab this too just to clear it out. I may not. We're getting really low on influence. If we had more influence, we could be buying stuff. So just my thought process there. Paying upkeep for a hex that you're not using is dumb, so I'm not going to do it. There could be reason though, like if taking this so I could have a unit stay in here and fight out from it might be worthwhile, but that's not my current situation. All right, let's grab another destroyer. I think 2 destroyers I'm happy with for the time being. So once we finish the current tech, I'm going to look at unlocking those snipers. Incoming call from Chiefess. Hello.
It's you.
You sound very Scottish. Good day, dead meat. Enjoying fighting my boys? See, while you saps was hiding in your tunnels and habit holes, we lived through it up here. Changes you that. Death marches, plagues, massacres, starvation, doing whatever you can to live. What I mean is, yours seems nice, but I can't promise I won't stab ya. World being what it is, chances are you'll be stabbed at some point anyway, so why not by me? Okay.
Pity little-hearted do-gooder.
There's a world out there to rob and kill, and there's you hiding from me behind those ivory walls. Come out and play. You're staying with Chiefess has decreased because of trapped. Right, so she didn't like us. Ta. It seems like the 3 neutral factions are kind of tied to your faction, i.e., she's the human faction, Zephon is the cyber faction, and the Archerites are the voice faction.
You said something.
Just kind of the, how do I want to say it? The base relations. You probably could fix them if you work at it.
I can still fight.
All right, you're going to do that one.
You said something.
You're going to continue healing.
Please.
You're going to continue healing. Go pick that up for me.
Do you have a target?
I do not have a target for you. I want us all to go together, so I'm not going to rush him up there. We're going to be fighting over here. We also didn't finish off that little guy, so let's head in that direction and we'll see if we can get eyes on him. We'll just carefully check right in here. You can see these cliffs kind of make these into natural little choke points for me. Alright, we integrated the crash site. We have 2 turns until we catch up with population, and we're going to need a hot minute more beyond that. I could grab this. The reason I kind of want to grab that now is I could clear out the bleed just to have it out of the way. But I don't think I will. I'm not going to put everything to sleep because I do want this to keep bugging me. So I'm just going to skip an intern. The final bastion. Being trapped inside a single city drove the emulated mind to paranoia, but its massive walls gave her followers hope. They didn't fear the consequences of a single successful strike. Instead, they thought they'd found a leader who'd do anything to protect them. Cool. Getting the +6 free loyalty is not bad. Alright, modifier for interface protocol requires network splitter minus extra accuracy. Premium access unlocks buying and selling advanced resources. We can make some resources. For the stalker, large mechanical hover vehicle that manipulates gravity to ignore cover, damage large units, and affects the accuracy of allies and enemies. Ooh, cool unit. Converts chips into singularity cores. Modifier for the converge. Okay, bunch of stuff I'm not quite ready for. I think is kind of my takeaway from that. Sticky foam gives me an ability. I'm not 100% sure what that's doing. Some sort of debuff, I'm gonna guess. AI rights. I will want that at some point, but I don't think we're there yet. Maybe it's time for the network splitter. Actually, we don't have our vehicle production yet. Let's grab that. Look at that. Yeah, I have almost everything out of this first tier now. It's kind of sort of a waste because I'm overproducing tech so hard. We're wasting like 9 research per turn because I can't. At least I don't think. Let me just double check that before I say it. Yeah, I can't queue up techs, which is unfortunate. I'm not sure that's spilling over either. Because we should have had a double tech turn if that was the case. Candle of Glory. Select a hero to claim it. We could hit people with cripple. Yeah, that'd be fine on her. Sure. Also, we have Meat Harvest. That's from the tree thing we got. I nearly walked away the day we decided to use these things as a food source, but one smart logistics officer pinned me down with the math. If we camped by one of these trees, we could feed our people for a month. I asked them not to tell me if it turned out to be human meat. Well, whether it is or isn't, we're adding it to the city. There we go. That helped a little bit. I mean, 15 is almost half of a growth. So, yeah, that is super nice. Nice. Check it. I'm kind of gonna go greedy and try to take that second meat tree. All right, we checked site 2. We just have that one that's way up there now. I do think we're gonna go this route. Okay, you're also full.
Stay confident.
You still need a hot minute to heal.
I'm here.
I'd really like to get an healing item for her. Can we just buy one? Items. Trauma kit. Plus 6 hit points, 10 turn cooldown. I'd rather get like lifesteal or something. Cost me 40. I'm gonna hold off on that, but I may come back. Our hero's out in 2 turns. We need some minerals, and then we can queue up the commander, so we'll be able to do that next turn. Yeah. Alright, skip intern. Enemy turns are getting a little longer. They're thinking about stuff. Anti-grav assembler. I thought the anti-gravity would just be a logistical innovation. Sure, keeping machines flying is tough, but now you don't have to worry about that pothole that would take out your troop transport. Yet those machines were only the beginning. Anti-gravity wasn't just a scientific parlor trick. It was a secret to new kinds of life. Alright, that's going to open a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to go for human troops, so I'm not going to grab that. Minus 5% cost. If I build a second synthetic printer, I'll probably pick that up. But until I do, I just don't feel like 5% is worthwhile. Integrated repair station. Applies to oh, okay, so things inside my transport will get healed. A transport would be very useful on the board at the moment. Let's queue that up. I'm trying to be really disciplined. Okay, it's only 2 turns until we get our next pop. If we were to build this, it's going to produce a chip and 2 research. Okay, there we go. Gives me an excuse to use this last research square. There we go. I feel pretty good about that. That'll open up some more units for us. And that transport would have been super useful. If we could load in here and just hover over, man, that would have been nice. Okay, you. Please don't die. Excellent. All right, now we have a target. Let's pop him.
You said something.
Do I need everyone to go that way? I don't need everyone to go that way. I'm going to have this guy go that way just to have 2 units. Again, going alone is a great way to die. It's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this, essentially. Okay, you are still a hot minute away from healing. I don't think I'm waiting for you. She'll also be able to move faster. We have extra move skill on her, so she can catch up. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, what terrible timing for that to respawn. These are essentially like goodie bags once you're past the early game. However, it's still gonna hurt. All right, internal repair station. A group of aspiring young technicians came to me with a plan to install repair stations in our Marauder transports. Their superiors pushed back, calling it a waste of time. I pointed out that there were plenty more spare parts close to the battlefield, and if the senior techs were so eager to run repairs, they could be assigned elsewhere. They relented. Labor text is a little hit and miss on some of these. That was a little on the drier side. Everyone's just really, really like sarcastic in a lot of these. Network. We could just produce a little bit of antimatter inside of our anti-grav. I'm actually going to grab that. I'll save us. Maybe we can have enough antimatter that we'll be able to do something when we need it. Hey, new hero just came out. I am going to queue up you. No, I'm short on minerals. We have 1 turn until this. All right, I'm going to be a little greedy here, and I'm going to queue up another... We're doing fine on... Yeah, we got 8 loyalty. I'm going to queue up another mine. Mineral seems to be our choke point, and it's going to take a few turns, so hopefully we won't be too far below population requirement. We also have 2 meat trees now, so that'll help quite a bit. I like this a lot compared to the Gladius equivalent of the fermentation pools, because barring certain circumstances, you had to found your cities on fermentation pools to get the bonus. I like that this is remote. So somebody like us can still use it.
You said something.
Okay, he ran off over here. I think I'm gonna have these 3 go this way, and we'll have these 2 and my hero take on that thing. Actually, we might be able to see it from up here and shoot at it. Where are you, little friend? There you are, little friend. Alright, Oblivion, do the honors, please. Alright, this is our new Crypt Archive. Kind of sort of very much like the Crypt Tech. Is that what it was in Gladius? So we have a repair skill, we have a shield which gives you invulnerability damage reduction, and we have system overload. This is a really good ability. Self-damage for ranged weapons. Won't do much against him, but this can be very, very devastating against certain enemies. We'll go ahead and take the shield to start us off, I think. We're not going to be in range to shoot, and I did say I was going to give this to ranged hero, so I will do so. Alright, take your shots. Take your shots. I am going to continue up this way. We'll move up here. Shot. Still need a couple more turns of healing. A little unfortunate. Oh, this totally just reminds me. We had some of this over here. I didn't call this out, but this is arc discharge. If you're standing on that, you do extra damage, but you also self-damage. It also gives chips, so unfortunate that that wasn't the terrain that we started in. Alright, these guys are a little bit on the fragile side, I'm noticing. I'm going to have him zoom over here so we can get heals. We'll try to get this guy to take over tank duties. I kind of want him to come out of the woods anyways. Subatomic displacement. The machine saw something in our designs that we didn't. They tried to leave us hints, but when we were blind to them, they took matters into their own hand. We arrived one day to find our facilities upgraded, now producing antimatter along with heavy armor. That was the point we begin to lose control. Oh no. They're upgrading themselves. Okay, we still haven't found Zephon. We could unlock a new unit here. I kind of want that sniper unit. Where are you, friendo? You guys. That's going to come out of our infantry building. So, get that back to work after we get the second Malkit destroyer. Okay, she's finally ready to go. Let's pop our movement ability. We don't have it too leveled up, but better than nothing. Alright, you can take shots from up here. That also gets us our accuracy buff.
This is what I was made for.
Okay, you carefully continue forward. Oh, we just discovered somebody. This is... Encronite is the aliens. We're not going to be friends with the aliens. Merciful Potentate. War divides us, yes, but to beg a moment? To be the eldest remaining Akron, to follow the prophecy and bring cleansing touch to your world. To all life remains the threat. To know our failure to now face extinction. Okay. I love our response to just, okay. To know this is inevitable, to see the path unfolding this time. To wish for a simpler journey each time. To accept the goodness of this war. Your standing has increased because we're at war with the chiefess. Yeah, well, that's not going to help. To never forget, a grave threat grew on this planet. To call the Akron across time and space to fail to prevent it. Yeah, you're speaking riddles, alien scum. You started this war and you're just sad that you can't finish it. Alright, let's get... I didn't take the heal, but I did take the damage reduction skill. Let's just pop that. Take our shots. I want him to come out where I can actually hit him, so I'm just going to lure him best I can. We do have old Oblivion. Alright, yep. Kind of got, that's what he would attack, so I'm glad the shield helped. Not in the best position. I was kind of hoping he'd come over here, but you know, take what you can get sometimes. Speaking of taking what we can get. Alright, I want these guys to take this spot. So come over here. You guys get in there. Fire. Fire. Nothing we can really do. We could go take a shot with him. The wood finish. Okay, come over here and finish him.
That was inevitable.
Not bad. We leveled up our new guys too. All right, take that spot. Run to there.
You said something.
You collect that for me. Okay.
I'm here.
And here. Okay, this is a dead end with the bleed. That's a little unfortunate. I hope this isn't a full dead end. That's gonna really suck having to run all the way down. Again, another reason why I might want that flying transport.
It's in no hurry.
Speaking of, we'll queue one of those up. That's going to eat up all my minerals, I'm sure. All right, we have 1 turn until our building finishes. Unfortunately, we have 3 turns until pop finishes, so a little bit rip on that. All right, I don't want any more of these units. I feel like I like the spread we have currently. We'll get the sniper ones unlocked, and we'll build like 2 of those. We need more chips, too. We need more of everything. I'm a little worried that the emulated mind is going to fall behind in resources because we can't build a second city. Ananian Stalkers. The best snipers strike from the most unexpected position. Ananian Stalkers taught us to always scan the cliff sides, crevices, and skeletons of ruined buildings. If you spotted their glowing eye, you had a split second to hit the dirt. Sometimes you'd live, sometimes they were just toying with you. A little scared that the machine is choosing to toy with us. Let's grab sticky foam. I don't know what that does, but it's an upgrade for units we're currently using, so do a little learning here live. Okay, this looks like it's gonna all be wire. Let's see what we got here. Okay, good. This does have a connection, and there is his city. I kind of just want to wipe him out, frankly. He's gonna not be on my side at the end of this war, so unfortunately for him. Yeah, unfortunately for him. We'll zip around this way with these guys. We can grab this on the way by. You guys, I'm going to have you go over to the city so that we can get the highest healing possible. So we have... City gives a 100% extra healing rate. So heal up, friend. Alright, run off that way. I really wish I had a second enforcer over here for the accuracy buff, but I split up kind of unfortunately. All right, rather than there, let's queue you just to move here when things get produced. We leveled up again. We have a heal. Shoot, I could have done that. Okay, he can just fly over next turn and we'll heal him. Not the end of the world. Okay, 2 turns until we can populate the new building. So I think I just want to just chill on that. We have snipers, but not enough chips. Next turn, we'll have enough chips. So you go to sleep. Oh, or... No, get the commander, get the hero first, because the hero gets XP. We may be... Oh no, we'll have enough minerals too. Yeah, cool. Get that hero going. Skip intern. This is a little on the light side for assaulting a city, especially because he's going to have units. Yep, there's the melee overwatch I was talking about. Very powerful. I don't know where the symbol for that is, but that's got to be one of our abilities. Sticky foam. This stuff was vile. It smelled worse than a Malachim destroyer who sprayed it on the battlefield. I guess that when you're as bad of a shot as they were, you needed every technological advantage to hold down your enemy. Okay. So we could get this unit. This is another vehicle. Large mechanical hover vehicle with good range capability and deployable combat drones. Cool. Let's try those out. They're in the walls. No one in their right mind would allow reavers inside the city. The bandits' reputation for cruelty and violence is entirely justified, as you've seen the burnt-out farmstead and settlements across the land. So you're surprised when a group of citizens is dragged before you, accused of supporting and aiding the reavers. Even more surprising, upon investigating their homes, your militants find false walls and floors. Inside, the families bearing the mark of the Reavers, the carriage, the manner of speech. They explained that they were Reavers, yes, and they have done terrible, terrible things, but they're looking to make a new life, build families and communities, and your citizens believed them and took them in, to give them a second chance. Your militants call the citizens fools and urge you to enslave the defectors, but you're not sure. We could enslave them, we could deport them, we could ignore them, we could integrate them. Experienced survivors and fighters, come on in, we'll set up a district. It's going to cost me 20 influence, which is pretty pricey for me at the moment, but I don't know what all of these do, but meta knowledge, I do know that I think this one gives me a population, and I'm desperate, so I'll take it. +1 population. You order a new district to be built for the Reavers and assign veterans to mentor each family, assuring the integration into society. Reconciliation meetings bring the Reavers and their victims together to apologize and to understand one another. Through the programs are costly, your society moves on smoothly. What a utopian view of how this would actually go. Telling me a comment on that event. Okay, but that did give us that extra population, so boom. We're 1 turn out from getting another pop, so I actually can build another building. Food is fine. I would love to have more minerals. I would love more energy. I would love more chips. I think I need influence. So let's grab... I kind of want to save... This is my food hex. This is my mineral hex. I don't want to use up those slots. Maybe we could use up a food one, but let's clear this. Ooh. I do have the next ring also. No, let's grab this. This will get my city center fully circled in case I have to fight a desperate defense. We'll grab that, we'll clear out the bleed, and then we'll build ourselves some influence. Also, we can queue up a sniper unit. Okay, we did say that we could heal you, so you move up. Okay, it's clear. You move up. You heal him. You, I want to go grab this, but I'm also leery. I don't want to run blind, especially with your last unit. Don't go discovering a ton of things with your last unit. Try to save that for early in the turn.
Shaking off the rust.
Ooh, they've got cicadas over here. They add extra food while they're around, but they don't stay forever. Alright, I'm not going to start fighting until my heavier units arrive, so we're just going to kind of circle around to this side for a second. You have a level. You're probably going to end up having to tank the city damage, so I'm going to give you extra evasion. Alright, let's see what this does first. Form function. Finding Iron Feather is easy. Maybe troops say what it too easy. The scouts you sent to carry a sheet of polymer. No, it's just a tablet. Don't make it complicated, Babel Builder. Explaining the machine life, the complicated shatteredness of this is supposedly supposed to be difficult, but it is not. In fact, she knew. She knew you were a machine, not alive, not a person. Her mind is also full of delusions. She thinks this planet can be healed. She thinks you, pathetic you, can heal it with your powerful mind. Minds need bodies, you scream. You don't mean to scream. She's not scared. She makes a promise. She can make you a body. This woman knows secrets that can be treacherous. Zephon cannot dream of. That the treacherous Zephon cannot dream of. Building a facility with her work is trivial. We're going to be trusting in this playthrough. Iron Feather is reliable, innovative. In weeks, she solves problems that swallowed your scientist whole, and in a month, she's ready. There's a prototype body hope. There is hope. But she warns there is risk too. You ignore it. You demand to try the body. Oh my gosh, this writing. With a few lines of code, she begins the process. She uses her own flesh form as a bridge between you and the prototype, and soon there is bleeding in your mind, and you are flooded with the memories of Iron Feather. She is being auto-filled into holes in your consciousness. It's the fingers, the fingers, the fingers. The fingers always look like plastic mush. There is sabotage, must be sabotage, sabotage. She is a liar, a thief. She must be an agent of Zephon. Error detected, flush mimetic cortex, assert control. No more, purge her from your mind. Yeah, nope. Flush. That is disappointing. Okay. You, hero, run and grab this. Okay, we didn't trigger anything. I'm gonna have the guy that needs more healing stay with my hero. And then these guys, there's the chiefess. I want them to come this way though to get here. Tell you what, you run over here. Oh, there's Zephon. All right, I'm gonna move here because we have the Gauntlet of Ruin. Auto move. We have the Gauntlet of Ruin. I can actually use that to clear. So now we do not have that. So if I could do that one more time, what's the equivalent? 3 turns? It might be faster to run this way than through what might be a really heavily forested area. Especially if she can clear this spot. I'm gonna have to think on that. A call from Zephon.
Hi there. What do you want to discuss?
Hello, Zephon. Hello, Babel Builder. We understand that you are calling about the current state of war. Please hold. You may call us Zephon. We're a collective of self-iterating intelligent processes focused on improving the world. We're your best friend. We're your only friend. Our analysis determined that you're a suitable candidate to achieve our goal. You don't mind if we monitor you to verify? Okay.
I am very impressed by your accomplishment.
Oh, thank you. Hello, Babel Builder. We see that you're engaged in a war with the chiefess. While we cannot aid at this time, we hope you enjoy the experience. Good luck. Your standing with Zephon has increased because we're at war with the chiefess. Okay.
Farewell. Fair?
We'll be waiting. Goodbye. Okay. Seems friendly enough. I do want to get sight here. I'm just trying to find out if we have enemy forces around, essentially. You over here. You can't move anymore. Okay, we're at war with her. That sucks a little bit because I'm kind of split up. I do think I'm going to try to go this direction. I think I'm just going to make the call. Rather than up here, who knows what we would trigger over there. Why is Oblivion calling? What do you see that I don't see? Oh, can we shoot that? No, that's totally out of range. I'm struggling to see where the little red lines are. Okay, well, either way, not able to hit what I wanted to hit. Unless... Oh! Iron Feather was a traitor. Wow, I figured if things were gonna pop up, they'd pop up here.
I'm here.
Okay. Yep. Okay, that happened. Oblivion, start singing for me, please. They have 4 armor. That is unfortunate. Luckily, they only have pistols, so they're not super dangerous. I still do not love that. Okay, I do want you to produce units in that direction. Then we're gonna clear that tile. Okay, well, that is
More capable.
not good. That is not good. These guys will take a really long time to get back here, but I also don't have anything for them to do without these, so maybe everyone comes back, we'll fight this off, and we'll regroup. I think that's gonna have to be what I do. We're at war with her, and I think... Are we at war with you? Okay. Alright. Communications. War. Okay. Yeah. I do think I need to reconsolidate real quick. We also have not explored over here, so who knows what horrific things are right next to our city in that direction. Turn 48. We are building a commander. We are building stalkers and a transport. Okay, intern. I see we are actually already over my hour. Oh my goodness. Time flies when you're having fun. And when you get good Overwatch shots. So I think I'm going to make a save after this turn, and that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully I'm going to be able to be playing a little faster as we go, because I won't need to re-explain things. As mentioned earlier, if you have any tips or tricks, please share them, and I'll mention it in my next video. Especially, people have been asking about mid and late game, and while I have a lot of experience in Gladius, I don't have so much in Zephon. So I don't want to just make claims that I have no experience with personally. So if you do have late game or mid game tips, leave them below, and I'll give you a call out in the next one. Let's finish up this turn. A Shiot Exterminator. I freaking hated how these things talked. Bad enough that you just had this massive insect hovering over your shoulder, but to hear how it spoke, like a child voice finding its first words, but never learning what comes next. At least its drones kept quiet. If they all started talking together, I might have, well, I don't want to think about what I might have done. Okay, that's kind of creepy. Okay, now I want to grab, is it AI rights? Yeah, I want to grab AI rights. I'm planning on allying with Zephon in this playthrough, so I'm going to grab that quick, and that'll speed along our good vibes. I think I will do like we did last time, and I'm essentially going to play out this turn, and we'll save it before I end turn. So everybody's just on full run back to our base. Go around him. Except for her. I really do want to clear this before we leave. So I'm just going to hop in here where they can't see me. We'll just chill for 2 turns while that recharges. I'm not going to shoot because they can't see me currently. You run down. You fly down. Run down. Run down. We're not in too bad a shape. Now, one thing I will mention, it is very, very bad having the enemy shoot your Capitol building. As you take damage, you're going to take loyalty penalties. So right now I'm at minus 0.1 from destruction. That's really bad. You can get into death spirals because of that. So it is very important that we clear this out as fast as possible, and ideally get other units to start taking the damage for us. Now this has a range of 2 to 9 or whatever, so I can't shoot the one that's already in here. I will note that we have assault rifles, which do get extra attacks for shooting at close things, so I will target this one. We want to do as much morale damage as possible, too, to try to get them all shaken so they do less. Okay, we cleared that. Next thing we needed was some influence. So let's queue up an administration complex. And before I end turn, I will make my save game. This is the emulated mind. Overwrite. Okay. Okay, and that's going to be it for episode 2 of Emulated Mind Slowplay. Thank you, everyone, for coming on in, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one. If you haven't already, if you could leave a like if you enjoyed the video, that helps me know what content you guys want to see more of. And if you're not already a subscriber, I hope this video earned your subscription. I would much appreciate that and love to see you come back. If you'd like to support the channel, super thanks, super chats, and channel memberships are available. All right, builders, get out to that wasteland and build some suffering, because apparently there's a big market for that in Zephon. I'll catch you in the next one.